Johntae Collier and Eric Dodds were found guilty of the murder of Dakota Bradshaw, a Rossville, Georgia man who would have turned 30 this week. On Tuesday, a press conference will be held in Walker County, and I am certain your engagement on social media has pushed for more transparency and details regarding this verdict. Last video, I gave you the state's case against Johntae and Eric, a very popular TikTok couple who are in the top 1% of content creators on a more personal app where intimate things occur behind a paywall. I am now going to give you the case laid out by the defense. It is my goal to tell the whole story of what happened in that courtroom for the benefit of the E&J gang, a pretty sizable and extremely dedicated community of people who love and support Johntae and Eric. If you still have questions after this video, please drop them in the comments. The defense's case begins with a friend of Eric's brother stealing Johntae's blue Dodge Challenger. The car was taken in what the defense states was for the transport of illegal substances across state lines. Johntae used AirTags to track the car to Rossville and to the home of Dakota Bradshaw. According to the defense, Johntae Collier, Eric Dodds, their friend Deja Collins, and Eric's brother Darius Woods then got into Eric's red Dodge Ram in an effort to retrieve the car. According to the defense, only Johntae, Eric, and Deja actually made it to Rossville in the Ram. The defense's case stated that the three of them retrieved the car and then left before anyone was shot. The defense presented a case that seemed to indicate that Darius Woods, the brother of Eric Dodds, actually fired the murder weapon. The defense's case is that Darius actually separated from the rest of the group in Chattanooga, arrived in Rossville after the original group had left, and then fired the shot that killed Dakota, which is why no murder weapon was ever recovered. The defense presented several key discrepancies during the trial. GPS tracking via phone was used to link the defendants to the scene of the crime, but the GPS tracking stopped at 1:11 and did not ping again until 1:26. The prosecution states that this is due to no more activity, but the phone records of Eric Dodds indicates that he was on the phone at the time of the alleged shooting, which means it should have pinged a local tower. Additionally, surveillance footage shows them heading away from Rossville at 1:14. The 911 call reporting the shooting occurred at 1:17. The actual murder weapon again has never been found. Nonetheless, Johntae and Eric were both found guilty of 7 charges, the most serious being felony murder. One of the 4 people who traveled to Rossville, Georgia with them was granted a plea deal in exchange for testimony, and this testimony was integral in the conviction. The prosecution presented several witnesses to create a timeline and give details of the shooting, which included neighbors. No witness except the one who took the plea deal placed them at the scene of the crime. According to an interview I had with someone connected to Johntae Collier, the one witness who took the plea deal was offered the plea deal on the contingency of a successful conviction. The interview revealed that the plea, according to, again, my interviewer, was that the person would accept only aggravated assault charges, receiving up to 1 year in jail and then 10 years of probation. It took the jury, composed of 13 white people and 1 black man, who was one of the 12 seated jurors, 4 hours to levy a guilty verdict. The interview with a connection of Johntae's revealed that the family and friends of these defendants did not see this verdict coming, and they are still very confused yet determined to fight through the appeal process.